Afternoon baseball here on the show. Today we've got a good matchup ahead between the Washington Nationals and the Chicago Cubs. The Cubs will attempt to cap this 4-game series with a sweep. That's coming up next. Chet Steadman, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, Matty V, a little bit of a mixed bag with this guy. An ERA of over 4 in his last 3 starts. He's either been really good or really bad, and recently he's been more bad than good. It'll be interesting to see if he can turn it around and pitch better in this one here today.
So digging in now, Ray Adams, and we are ready for some daytime baseball. Here's the first pitch to him. Strike taken as that one catches the outer part of the plate. Dan, D-Row, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon, they've got to be considered the hottest team in baseball right now as they come in winners of 9 of their last 10 ball games.
Hey, this is the big one here, Matty. You know what, D-Row? They're about to head on a 9-game roadie. One thing they'd like to do, get on that plane feeling good about themselves and salvage their last game of this series.
Yeah, Dan, they need to find a way to win this one today. Get on the flight. Makes everybody's dinner taste better. 9-game road trip coming up. A lot of packing involved. A lot of grinding on the road. They need to find a way to win this last one at home.
Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
I mean, that is the epitome of just a beautiful bunt right there. Putting it in no man's land. No play to be made. Beats it out. Puts himself on the base paths, and now he's a stolen base threat.
So now to the plate, Willie Hernandez. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Adams gets his lead at first, nobody out. Throw over to the bag, and he'll get back in safely. And another throw over, and they got him.
Well, that's not a good look. No one likes getting picked off, but it's especially bad when it's your team's first hit. It's kind of deflating.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Hernandez tends to have more success against right-handed pitching like this than he does against southpaws. Could be a comfort thing. Maybe he just picks up the ball a little better, but that's the book on him at this point. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss. Throw to first will take care of him. Score it 2-3 on the putout, and there are 2 gone now.
The right fielder,
so bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring in a dangerous hitter indeed in the form of Bryce Harper. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
0-1.
Maybe a little jumpy there as he swings through the fastball. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Earl Hendricks.
Hey, D-Row, Earl Hendricks, he's not a guy that gets a lot of complaints by either players or pitchers. He's a pretty good umpire.
Yeah, Dan, Earl's got a great track record in his sport. He's pretty consistent, and overall, he's been a fair umpire.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2. Now a ball hit sharply toward third. Now this will rattle up against the wall.
There's a lot of moving parts in some guys' swings. It usually takes them a month or so to get it ironed out.
Jackie. Whoa.
to the at-bat to check on first, and he just manages to get his hand in. Into the box, Jackie Rose, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. From the belt, kicks and deals. 2 out with the man at first. Looked like he was on that one, but it's 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. And he pops it up. Santiago is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. 1 left for Washington, and now it'll be the Cubs' turn in a scoreless ball game. Darryl Fuller gets the ball for Washington in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, in a day and age where we don't see very many complete games, 6 really good innings in his last start to pick up the win, and I think they'll be happy if he can duplicate that again in this one.
Now at the plate, J.C. Embry. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The second baseman, J.C.
Here's the pitch. Fellas, the Nationals, as they take the field here today, they come off another loss last time out, and in fact they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
Yeah, Matty, they want to be playing their best ball. They have to find a way to win this ball game, especially on a Thursday night. You don't want to be headed into the weekend getting swept.
Yeah, one of the things you want to do, D-Road, take care of business here on this Thursday and not look forward to that weekend Friday, Saturday, Sunday series coming up. Take care of business here in Thursday's game.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch.
2-1.
High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Rose comes on now, and he has it 1 down.
Batting second, the third baseman, Freddie Santiago.
So striding forward now, Freddie Santiago. 13 at-bats in the series so far with 4 hits. First pitch coming, here it is. Off the plate and away there, 1 ball, no strikes. That evens it up, 1-1. Now the pitch. One out, nobody on. This is skied into short left center. Left fielder coming in. He gets there and makes the play for the 2nd out of the inning.
Batting third, the center fielder, Pete Armstrong.
Into the box now, Pete Armstrong. He drove in 1 of their 2 runs in last night's ball game. First delivery to him on the way. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
Hey, I can't have one of my best left-handed power bats fishing for balls off the plate.
And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2.
Good pitch there on 0-2. Breaking ball out of the zone away. Might set up another breaking ball to see if he'll chase this one a little bit farther off the plate.
Bounce towards the mound. Gonna be a tough play. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. And this is still a 0-0 ball game. So striding in, Neville Goldstein. He's hitless in the first 2 games of the series, 0 for 8.
Neville Goldstein.
Now here's the pitch. Goldstein, 28 years old. He was selected in the first round during the 2020 draft.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
And it's 1-2.
Get it ready, big boy. This guy's throwing 3 digits right here. The best way I can help the fans is 90 to 92, you can usually see seams. 92 to 95, it starts to really quicken up on you. Over 3 digits, you're seeing a white blur.
High in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Swing, and oh my, hit him with the hind into the bleachers and gone. So a solo shot here to left center field. Home run number 5 on the year. As the Nationals strike first, it's 1-0.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
Standing in now, Howie Kraft. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. Day off for him yesterday, but back out there for this one. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0.
Yeah, I get it. They want to run this guy's pitch count up, but that was a pretty good pitch to hit. He might be kicking himself that he didn't swing at that one.
Gets him to swing at a pitch down and out of the zone. 1-2.
His heater's got some late ride through the zone. A lot of late swings right now. You're only going to get to that pitch if you get the front foot down early.
And he lays off it to even the count 2-2.
The struggles continue, but that happens when you're not able to locate your secondary pitches. You become a one-pitch pitcher. He needs to start to get those secondary pitches over really fast.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch.
We got a full count.
Kenny Watley waits on deck. Smoked on the ground up the middle, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Now a move over to first. In now, Kenny Watley. as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. Here it comes, 1-0. Pitch outside. The throw is not close as he's in there with a stolen base.
We all know this team is struggling right now. They're on a losing streak, so when that's the case, sometimes you need to be a little bit more aggressive and try to put some pressure on your opponents. Stolen bases are a good way of doing that, so we'll see if it pays off on the scoreboard for him right now.
Now the 2-0 gets him to chase a ball out of the zone for the first strike. The 2-1. A runner at second, nobody out. And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now.
Full count.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Count remains full. The next 3-2. Fouled off. Making him work out there. The 9th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Oh, he finally wears him down here as he strikes him out after a 9-pitch at-bat.
Batting eighth, the shortstop.
Stepping in, Derek Dietrich. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Below the zone, a swing and a miss. Dietrich, certainly a versatile middle infielder, playing shortstop today despite being a second baseman naturally.
Yeah, Matty, normally the transition from second base to shortstop goes the other way around, but this guy has such a strong arm. I don't see it being any problem for him to put his foot in the ground, backhand something in that 5-6 hole, and throw a strike to first base.
And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are 2 down. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you think you see that ball as a hitter. You think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
Into the box now, Darryl Fuller, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning. Down and away, ball 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Ready with the 1-1. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1.
I'd be real surprised if he goes back out away there on the mound. This is a count for a fastball challenge, and we'll see if he's ready for it in the box.
The set and the 2-1. Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball. 2-2. Swing and a liner. Well, the shortstop's got him played perfectly as he takes this in for the 3rd out. Nats on the board first, courtesy of the solo home run. On to the bottom of inning number 2. It's now 1-0 Washington. The next Cub up, Sammy Sosa. He drove in the other of their 2 runs last night. First delivery to him on the way. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. And he just misses inside with the fastball there.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
Harper is there to put it away for out number 1.
Batting 5th, no one fielder, Cito Suzuki.
In now, Cito Suzuki comes into this one with just 1 hit in 9 tries for the series. Here's the first pitch to him. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And boy, was he ever fooled on that pitch. It's 0-2 now.
Real ugly 0-1 swing there. As a pitcher, you've got to be hunting for the strikeout, knowing you have this guy way off balance.
Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
Pretty textbook pitching right there. Jump ahead in the count 0-2 and then start working outside the zone. Easier said than done, but that's the way you do it.
At the plate, Jesse Padilla. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. The 1-0 home.
Call.
And they get him off balance there as he reaches for that one but can't find it. It's 2-1.
I mean, this offense has gotten some ugly swings off early. This pitcher is on point right now. He is mixing and matching, and everything's working.
Ball 3 here as that pitch runs way up and in and backs him out of the box here.
I'll tell you, there was intent behind that pitch. I'm not saying he was trying to hit him, but when you're facing a guy like this, you don't want him to get too comfortable in that batter's box.
2 out, nobody on. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Kraft is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Cubs are down in order. It remains 1-0. New inning set to get underway, and standing in as the switch hitting second baseman, Ray Adams. Here comes the first pitch. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1.
Whew, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Swings through it for strike number 2. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
This is what a power pitcher will do to you if he executes his pitches. That was a 3-pitch strikeout, and with the kind of stuff that he has, it's not uncommon for him to absolutely dominate certain guys.
So now to the plate, Willie Hernandez, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2.
This hitter right now looks overmatched with a fastball. I think you go right back to it.
Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. And this is swung on and missed. His 5th strikeout already, and there are 2 gone in the inning.
Pretty impressive back-to-back strikeouts to start the inning. What's even more important is now he gets to face the middle of the order without anybody on base for them to drive in.
Next to dig in will be Bryce Harper. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. A high fastball is in there.
You can bet he wants that one back at the plate right now. That's a pitch you normally see a guy drive if he has the right approach going.
One a fastball high, 2-1 now.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
Down the first baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. Struck him out, so he makes quick work of him here. 3 straight strikeouts, and his side is retired. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Back with more of this Thursday afternoon business person special following this. So in now for Chicago, Ryan Buckner, 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. First pitch on its way. And a fastball's in there for strike 1. Line towards center field. And that's the first hit in this one for the Cubbies.
You'll only see about 10 of these pitches a year. The changeup on a tee in the middle of the plate. But tip your hat to the batter right there. He did not come unglued, stayed within himself, and drove it for a base hit.
Into the box now, Nicholas Horner, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. From the belt, the pitch. Way late on the fastball for strike 1.
As this game progresses, I don't think he's going to want to miss in that spot down the middle of the plate much more. It's early. They're a little less aggressive right now, so he's able to get away with it.
The 0-1 pitch. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Hit out towards second. Oh, beautiful dive to second for 1. Throw on to first won't be in time, so they just get the 1 there.
Boy, that was a smooth play, wasn't it? Great job to lay out and make the stop, and then to feed to second from his knees for the out. Pretty impressive display there.
The pitcher, Chet Steadman, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here. Here's a look over to first, and he has to dive, but he's back in easily. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Pitch out. Nothing doing. And this winds up inside for a ball. 2-0 now.
Can't fall behind against the pitcher. Need to minimize pitch count against the easy outs, and this is certainly one of them.
Runner at first here, one man out. Two and one after the foul ball there. Has a look, now the pitch. And he popped him up. And that'll get down for a base hit. The throw to third. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now.
A lot of traffic hitting the base pass first and second with one out. I know you're looking for a double play ball, Dan.
No question about it. I think one of the things you like to do on a pitcher is try to jump on him early before he gets settled in. So far, so good. First and second, looks like a big inning could be brewing.
J.C. Embry stands in as he looks at ball one here. Runners are at first and second with one away. Now it's 2-0.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
Two-0 count, the pitch.
No, that missed. That's the ball.
Well, nothing can make you question yourself on that mound more than 3 straight balls to a guy you know that you should go right after. Sometimes you just lose the strike zone and you don't know why.
And he misses with that one. Ball 4, and that's going to load the bases now with still only one away.
I think he was trying to be a little too fine there, and a walk is the result. Well, the good news is he has a force at every base. The bad news, a single probably drives in a couple of runs.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Freddie Santiago, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. First delivery to him on the way.
Outside, ball.
Against left-handed pitching so far this season, Santiago is hitting over 400. Doesn't matter if you're talking about a series of games or a whole career. That's an impressive figure.
You want to talk about having a career season, Matty. This guy's batting average is through the roof, one of the best in the business.
1-1.
And maybe more importantly, his OPS is through the roof as well, which means he's doing it with damage.
Into the corner and slicing foul. Bases are loaded with only one out. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball.
You can definitely tell with that foul off right there that he's picking up spin on this pitcher's off-speed stuff. Maybe expect a fastball on this next one.
Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2.
Man, this guy's a grinder. Fouls off good pitches and doesn't seem to swing at the ones just off the corner. This guy's a pitcher's nightmare.
And he fouls this one off. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. Strike 3 called. My gracious, what a pitch with the bases loaded, and there are 2 away now.
The center fielder.
Coming to the plate now, Pete Armstrong, and he'll be tasked with bringing home the potential tying and go-ahead runs, both of which are standing in scoring position. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Ball. 1-0.
The 1-0. Bases are loaded here, 2 down. Got him reaching there, strike 2.
Hey, this is a huge pitch right here. It would be demoralizing to watch this inning slip away.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. And that'll get by into center field for a base hit. 1 run scores. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score.
Hey, Dan, batter drives in 2 right there to give his team the lead. This looks like it's going to be a little bit back and forth. As a pitcher, how do you stop the bleeding?
The one thing you have to do is just concentrate all you can to try to get that first hitter out of each inning. This has the makings like this is going to be one of those seesaw affairs.
Into the box, Sammy Sosa, as he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike 1. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Good breaking ball, but he missed inside with it. A ball and a strike. One ball and 2 strikes to count. And this one's in the dirt. And a nice job to keep the runners at bay as the count moves to 2-2. Good job going down and hanging with it that time.
Well, somebody's sitting off speed right here. Only way he was late on that heater is he was expecting another changeup.
The set and the 2-2 lifted into center field. Rose will get there and he puts it away to retire the side. The sights and sounds of a day at the ballpark. Oh my goodness. Back with more of this Thursday afternoon business person special following this. Start of the 4th upcoming, but first Heidi Watney standing by with a report.
Thanks, Matt. During the commercial break, I discussed the Nats offense with Washington's manager. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Striding in, Jackie Rose. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Yeehaw!
The windup and the 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Man, this has been a game filled of a lot of swings and misses. Not very many confident swings, and this team up there, they'd swing at a butterfly right now if it flew in front of the plate. Lots of swings, lots of misses, a lot of ugly at-bats for this team right now.
The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2.
Hey, expect a challenge right here. Does not want to run the count full.
Fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch.
Full count.
These are the kind of ABs, regardless of the outcome, you go back to the dugout as the offensive player, and your teammates are loving on you for making that pitcher work and battling it out.
And he'll finally just wear him down as this one swung on and missed for the first out.
Boy, he's really on a roll on the hill right now. As we roll through it again, remember, he struck out the side in the last inning, and now he picks up right where he left off by striking off the leadoff man here. Let's see if he can keep this going for a little bit.
Striding into the box, Neville Goldstein. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here. Here it comes.
That's the ball. 1 ball, no strikes.
The 1-0 home.
2-0.
I wonder if that homer rattled him a little bit. He's certainly a little bit more cautious against him this time around.
Too high, and it's 3-0.
If I'm in the box right now, I'm coming unglued. He is going to throw something over the heart of the plate.
The 3-0 pitch. It is taken, strike one.
You maybe get 2 pitches a game where all the guesswork goes out the window. This is certainly that situation.
Well behind that fastball. That's a swinging strike.
Wow, that's 4 straight Ks. He's knocking them down. He's looking for number 5 right here. You can tell this guy on the mound, he is pitching with a whole lot of confidence in this one.
And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4.
When a guy homers off you early in the game, the last thing you want to do is challenge him and maybe have him do it again. He was a lot more careful with him there.
Digging in, Howie Kraft. He singled his last time up. First pitch on its way. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. The 1-0. That one's going to find the seats. Strike one. In the dirt here. Runner holds as the count moves to 2-1. From the stretch. And this one's in the dirt, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. 1 run, 4 hits, and no errors so far for the Nationals. A little late with the swing, but he stays alive. Still 2-2. Comes set. Now the pitch. And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game.
Well, that's just a quality pitch right there. The location was excellent because if it's put in play, there's a good chance it's on the ground for a double play. And, hey, a strikeout always works, too.
Standing in now, Kenny Watley as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. Ready with the 1-0.
Yeah,
A ball and a strike. Ooh, jumped the gun a bit on that swing, and he's down 1-2.
I'll tell you, if I'm pitching right now, I'm not throwing anything near the strike zone until these guys prove they can lay off it. They're just being way too aggressive.
And even 2-2 count to the Nationals catcher.
2-2's the count.
Down the third baseline, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
The 3-2 pitch is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Nationals leave one. They still trail it here 2-1. Just about set to go for the last of the fourth. But before we do that, here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. It's still pretty early in the game, but they've seen a lot of pitches already. And he thinks the 2 runs they've pushed across so far is just the beginning, given the quality of the at-bats they're putting together.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Now at the plate, Sito Suzuki comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. First pitch coming. Here it is. Action now in the Washington bullpen as a right-hander begins to get loose. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0.
2-0's the count.
This is a spot you really don't want to be in with a great hitter like that. You can't just lay one in there, but you also don't want to run the count to 3-0.
The count now at 2-1. Now here it comes. And it's fouled away. Here now the 2-2. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
Well, I think that pitch is the result of a lot of foul balls. He might have tried to do a little bit too much with it, trying to get him to swing through it, but it just ended up taking off on him.
And this is hit hard to the right side. Foul.
You know, taking you inside the mind of a batter right here, you can't get in auto swing mode. You still have to control the strike zone.
Little chopper back to the mound. And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone.
The catcher, number 3, Jesse.
Stepping in, Jesse Padilla. He flew out in his last at-bat. Here comes the first pitch.
Hey!
Lays off the slider, and it's 1-1. Fourth inning of a 2-1 ball game. Line to the right side. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Boy, Dero, the game of baseball has changed. There's so much velocity in the game. That was a 96-mile-an-hour fastball that he smoked the other way.
Yeah, you have to keep your front shoulder tucked right there. You have to honor. When a guy's throwing that hard, 96 miles an hour, you have to honor that fastball and try and work it the other way to keep you on the off speed.
In now, Ryan Buckner, as he'll take a look at ball one. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. The 1-0 home.
No, that missed.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. Runner goes. Fouled off. And here's a curveball that's laid off that time. It's full 3-2.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
On a line, that's a base hit into left field.
Hey guys, he's not known for being a singles hitter right here, but that's his second knock of the game.
And I'm sure he'll take him, but the guys on the other side of the scorecard might be thinking we really avoided a worse fate. To the plate now, Nicholas Corner, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 2 runs, 5 hits, no errors so far for the Cubbies. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. From the belt, kicks and deals.
2-1.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball and play hard.
The 2-1 on its way. Now the runners take off again. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And this is going to get down out there and should get all the way to the ivy for extra bases. Oh, and the throw back in is a wild one.
Just a great at-bat there. That one-out double gets a run across, and now they've got runners at second and third and are one solid swing away from making this a real big inning.
Now the National skipper's up out of the dugout on his way to the mound, and it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon. So he will curiously make his way to the dugout after what has to be considered a very brief appearance. Gil Cruz answers the call from the pen here in the 4th as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter. Stepping in now, Chet Steadman, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. A base hit in his first trip. One and 0 pitch on the way. Second and third here, 1 man out. Cubs pitcher at the plate, trailing with a 1-2 count.
Borderline pitch right there. But as a low ball hitter, you can live with that as long as the umpire doesn't give him north as well.
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
Now batting.
Digging in,
The
J.C.
second baseman.
Embry. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Embry.
Hoping to limit the damage. Here's the pitch. Cruz is pretty much a manager's dream coming out of the bullpen. High strikeouts, doesn't walk a lot of batters, usually a recipe for a lot of success.
Oh, that's one of the keys. I think if you were to build a perfect relief pitcher, you'd want a guy that throws a lot of strikes, that minimizes the base on balls, and nobody does it as good as this guy does right now in the game of baseball.
One and one. Here it is. This is on the ground over to first, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Cubs pick up a run on the RBI double. We played 4. It's now 3-1 Chicago. All set for the start of the inning, and coming forward now is the shortstop, Derek Dietrich.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Hit out towards second. He's right there. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Up next for the Nationals, the pitcher, Gil Cruz.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, Gil Cruz. First at bat of the game for him here in the 5th, as he was a late entrant into this one. And now a pitch on the way. In there, and it's 0-1.
You have to understand, as the hitter right here, pitcher on the mound wants a quick inning. Anything over the heart of the plate, probably got to pull the trigger on.
Boy, in a perfect spot for the splitter there. It's 0-2.
Not too many guys taking the mound today with this good a split. Look at the downward action on that thing. It's falling off the table.
And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far.
Second baseman, Ray Adams.
So now to the plate, Ray Adams. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. The windup and the 0-1.
That's the ball.
3-1 our score as we play inning number 5. And here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now. Strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt. And the throw to first ends the inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. Home half of the 5th coming up. Cubs lead it 3-1. Now in the box, Freddie Santiago. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
First pitch of the at-bat. High and deep down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Again, he sends it out of play. The 0-2 once more. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
The center fielder.
Ready for another chance? Pete Armstrong, 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. First offering on its way. And they'll start in with a fastball that misses down and away for a ball. 1-0. And now a pitch on the way. And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now. The 2-0. Hit hard on the ground is short. And there's out number 2.
The batter, the right fielder, Sammy Sosa.
Digging in, Sammy Sosa. First delivery to him on the way. Timing just a tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And a fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Three and 2 now.
Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but kind of overdid it. With a pitch that high, it's pretty easy to lay off if you're the hitter.
And take a good look there as this misses for ball 4, and the Cubs have themselves a 2-out base runner.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving on up where he can really hurt you.
Ready now, Sito Suzuki, and we'll see if they can make him pay for the 2-out walk. Always considered a big no-no, of course. First pitch coming. Here it is. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1. Throw over to first.
Oh, get there.
And again a throw, keeping particularly close tabs on him. Runners going. Pitch inside. The throw. Not in time. He's in there at second.
Well, they threw over there multiple times thinking he was going to try to swipe that bag, so they were onto him, but he just waited it out and took off when he had the chance. Nice job of base running there.
2 out here and a runner at second. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. They try to come in with the fastball, but it's too far in, and it's even at 2-2. From the belt, the pitch. On a good changeup, a swing and a miss, and he's set down on strikes for the second time today. Cubs strand 1 as the lead remains 3-1. Matt Brister takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 29, Matt Brister.
Top half of the sixth about to get started, and standing in is the veteran third baseman, Willie Hernandez. Here's the pitch. High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball one. And now the Cubs bullpen will start working here as both a lefty and a righty are up. The 1-0 delivery. And this is sliced hard down the left field line. And this is going to be extra bases here leading off the sixth. And the Nationals get a man into scoring position. It's a leadoff double. Finally, a little something for them to get excited about.
Yeah, a rally can begin with a single swing of the bat, and this might be their chance right here. They've struggled to produce a lot of runs, but there he is at second base. A shot to the outfield scores him. Then who knows what kind of roll they can get on. Got to take it one good at-bat at a time.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Bryce Harper is in for the third time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. The count to Bryce Harper. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Brister, a Minnesota-born ball player. He's in his fourth season as a major league player. Reaches down and hits this one on the ground to short. And that's the first out.
The center fielder, number 4, Jackie Rose.
So a pivotal moment here, and digging in now, Jackie Rose. But a single here could reduce the deficit to only 1. Here comes the first pitch. A ball and no strikes. We're in the sixth inning here in a 3-1 ball game. Two and 0 to the Nationals center fielder.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Here's a fly ball, well hit. Racing back the center fielder. Gone! So it's a 2-run shot to right center. Second home run early in the year. And the Nationals have drawn even now at 3-3.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
Into the box, Neville Goldstein. As he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. It was a walk in his last trip. Grounded down the third baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. Both teams with 6 hits so far. Heading out towards shallow right. Right fielder is on the run. He gets there, and that's the second out.
The left fielder, number 33, Howie Kraft.
Digging in once again, Howie Kraft. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike. 2 out, nobody on. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Looks like this guy's afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. Gave up that home run earlier in the inning. Needs to get back to being aggressive.
3 balls and a strike to the Nationals left fielder.
It's clear he just hasn't been able to find any rhythm out there. Pretty much unable to hit any of his spots, and now he's at 3-1, and he's put him into another great hitting count.
And he fouls this one off. Frozen on strike 3 for the final out of the inning. Nats pick up a pair in the inning on this 2-run home run. Bottom of the 6th is straight ahead. We're tied now at 3 apiece. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and that'll bring in the veteran catcher, Jesse Padilla.
The catcher, Jesse.
Now here's the pitch.
Padilla.
The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Fastball at 94 miles an hour, and it's 1-1.
Hey, love the confidence in that pitch right there. Going right after one of the better hitters on this team. Not afraid to execute.
The 1-1 home.
Nope, ball.
Three balls and a strike to the Chicago leadoff hitter.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
The 3-1.
Here. Full count.
Line toward right center. Rose is there, and he has it for the first out.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Digging in now, Ryan Buckner. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
It's very difficult being a switch hitter, and very rarely do you see the same hitter from both sides of the plate. He's a far superior hitter from the left side as opposed to the right side.
Taken off the outside as the breaking ball couldn't catch the corner. The 2-0 on the way. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. One out, nobody on. Fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Nicholas Horner is on deck. Now the payoff pitch home. Hit pretty well out toward right center field. Back goes Harper, still going back. And it's gone into the bleachers. Solo shot to right center. Home run number 3 here in the early going as they take the lead 4-3.
No surprise with that swing of the bat. This guy is simply one of the best in the game right now. There's not too many guys that take a beautiful hack like that in the league.
At the plate now, Nicholas Horner as he'll take a breaking ball too low, and it's 1-0. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. 1-1. A bouncer up the middle. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Good pitch right there to run the two-seamer in on his hands and bunch him up. And an easy ground ball is the result.
Jimmy Grimes will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
For the Cubs, number 8, Jimmy Grimes.
Now a fastball on the inside corner, and he takes a look at strike 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hit hard to the right side, and that's through for a hit.
The batter, number 7, second baseman, JT Embry.
Standing in now, J.C. Embry, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. No hits to this point. The 1-0. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. A runner on first with 2 away. And this is low, ball 2. 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Down the left field line and deep. And this will wind up a foul ball.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
The 2-2, and it's fouled away. The 2-2 one more time. It is a fastball in off the plate for a ball.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Hit out towards second. Reined in. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Cubs get a run here thanks to this solo home run. Bottom third of the order, 7, 8, 9 due up to start the 7th. It's now 4-3 Chicago. Julio Teheran is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 49, Julio Teheran.
7th inning ready to roll, and next will be the power hitting catcher Kenny Watley.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
And that's in there for strike 1. Teheran has compiled over 2,100 innings of work in his major league career, and during that time he sent over 1,700 batters packing via the strikeout. And he'll look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1.
When you've got a guy that throws a good two-seam fastball, you have to be ready for him to try to run it inside and jam you. Good job to lay off that one, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see it again.
Inside and low, 2-1.
Couple strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at bat, trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
All even now, 2-2. Popped him up. Santiago is there for it. 1 away.
Now batting, the shortstop, Derek Dietrich.
Striding in now for the Nats, Derek Dietrich. 3rd trip to the plate for him here. He struck out and grounded out in his first 2 tries. Now here's the pitch. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Pitch on the way.
No, that's inside.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
Strike 2 as the fastball is let go.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
The 2-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. That was a nasty looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
Stan Farnsworth will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Number 44, Stan Farnsworth.
Line shot to second, but it's caught, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. Score holds at 4-3. Diego Ponce gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Number 19, Diego Ponce.
Standing in, Freddie Santiago. He's hitless coming into this at-bat, so the hit streak he's been riding is on the line here.
Yeah, he's up in the double digits with it. You know, he wants to keep it going as long as possible, but this very well could be the last chance to do that.
First pitch on its way. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. Ponce has tossed more than 500 innings at the big league level and sports an ERA right around the major league average at just over 4. Looked like a slider perhaps, but it missed badly, and it's 2-0. Ponce, a native of the Dominican Republic. He's a veteran of 7 years at the major league level. Now the 2-0 home. Fouled off. The 2-1 home. Doesn't hit the target. It's ball 3.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
Good deception on the slider there as he's way out in front.
Hey, hats off to the pitching staff right here. They've been able to hold a hot hitter in check in game 4 of this series.
Just hung in there on that one. The next 3-2. Is swung on and driven out to right center field. A ball that's well hit. Going back is the center fielder. Into the bleachers and out of here. Solo shot to right center. Second home run early in the year, and it's now 5-3.
Well, this guy's been unhittable all year, but eventually you knew somebody would get to him. That's the first home run he's given up all year. But like all good relievers, he has to have a short memory and put it behind him.
In now, Pete Armstrong. He'll take a look at a slider that can't make it back to the corner. It's ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. And he fouls this one off. No outs, nobody on. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2.
These last two guys are making him work quite a bit out there. Both have been long at bats, and all in all, he's had to make 13 throws just to them so far.
Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2. Sammy Sosa will be next. Now the payoff pitch home. And awfully close there on 3-2, but take your base, says Earl Hendricks. It's ball 4.
Man, that's just painful for a pitcher right there.
Number
A 3-2 offering that was right on the
Sammy
corner, but he couldn't get him to
Sosa.
chase, and he doesn't get the call. Can't beat yourself up about that one too much.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Sammy Sosa. Now a throw over to first and a dive, but he's back. First delivery to him on the way. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Rose will settle under it to make the play for the first out, as the runner will have to head back to first.
Now batting, the left fielder, Suzuki.
Ready for another shot now. Sito Suzuki 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ball game. Here's the first pitch to him.
Ball.
Runners on first with 1 down. Now a throw over and the runner back in standing. Here's the 1-0.
No, that missed. That's
Clearly
ball.
working the bottom of the zone, trying to get a ground ball for a double play.
Here's a look over to first. Runner back safely. And another throw over. Throw in the dirt to first, and he can't come up with it cleanly. Two 2-0 pitch on the way.
Nasty 2-0 slider right there for a strike. No shame in tipping your hat.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. Hit the other way out toward right field. On the move is Harper. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
The batter, the catcher, Jesse Padilla.
Into the box, Jesse Padilla, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
This is somewhat of a cause for concern. This guy needs to hit better left-handed against right-handed pitching.
Before the first pitch, a check at first. Back in standing. First pitch coming. Here it is. Here's a slider that's inside, 1-0.
1 ball, no strike.
Runners on the move for second. In there. Now the throw. It's not in time as he just gets in ahead of the throw.
It was pretty obvious he would likely be on the move with 2 outs, and I'm sure the defense knew it too. But he has lightning speed and was able to take the bag anyways.
Now the 1-1 pitch.
No, that's out.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Count even at 2-2. From the belt, the pitch. A swing and a ball to left field. That's going to get down for a base hit. And the runner at third will put the brakes on here as they didn't want to chance it even with 2 outs.
This game is unbelievable sometimes, Dan. There's a bullet knock right there. You're expecting an RBI. He almost hit it too good. He can't even score.
Boy, too good is it, Mark. This is one right here. It just kind of gets out to the outfielder so quick that the runner not able to score from second base.
Looking to minimize the damage here. Down and in here, 1 ball, no strikes.
Ooh, he's really in trouble, and it's just getting worse and worse and worse. This guy needs to find the strike zone in the worst way.
A ball and no strikes. Here it is. Turned on down the line, but a foul ball. 1-1. Runners on first and third, 2 away. Fouled away. No offer at that one, and the count moves to 2-2 now on the Cub first baseman. He struck him out, and it could have been worse. The inning over with only a run coming across to score. Cubs get a run here thanks to this solo home run. We're through 7 this afternoon. It's now 5-3 Chicago. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Thomas Nicholas will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. Jason Kipnis will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch.
Number 34, Jason Kipnis.
First delivery to him on the way. Ray Adams is at the plate as he takes a cold strike 1. Nicholas playing here in his age 34 season. He's an 11-year vet at the major league level, so he certainly put together a nice career in professional baseball.
Yeah, Matty, no kidding right there. I'll tell you what, the grind to get to the big leagues is so hard. Guys just want to spend a month, a day in the big leagues. So to put yourself here for 12 years screams to your ability to adjust and be a great teammate.
And he popped him up. Santiago trying to get there, but he won't get to it, and this should put a man in scoring position to start the inning. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Now batting.
That's what you call a clutch piece of hitting. Down 2 runs, he puts himself in scoring position and brings the tying run to the plate. We'll see what they do with the base open here. This one's getting interesting.
Into the box now, Willie Hernandez. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball one. The Cubbies are maintaining a slim lead in the late going of this series finale. So if they can wrap it up, they'll complete the series sweep.
Hey, Matt, what a great spot to be in. You're playing good baseball. You're going for the sweep, and you're leading by a few runs going into the later innings. Now it's just time to close the deal.
No one out with a runner at second. Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1. And even sweeter, of course, is getting that series sweep in your own ballpark in front of the home faithful. So we'll see if they can send these fans home happy.
No doubt about it. Fan base is excited. They are all out in full force, coming to the ballpark, hoping to witness a sweep, and it looks pretty good at this point.
Clearly off with his timing on that one. A swinging strike.
This is going to be an interesting at bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so we'll see what kind of sequence he uses.
Count still full. 3-2. A runner at second. Nobody out. Goes the other way with it as this is in the air down the line in left. Suzuki will get there with ease as he puts it away for out number one.
The right fielder, number 34, Bryce Harper.
And now for Washington, Bryce Harper is working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fastball, and it gets by him. A swinging strike.
Hey, you could tell his eyes lit up on that ball right there. It was a little up, but it was out over the plate. Tough pitch to pull, and this guy's known for going deep pull side.
Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1.
Clearly staying away from him in this at bat with that runner in scoring position tells me they're trying to force him to reach for something and maybe roll over on it.
One out and a runner on second base. And it's fouled away. The 1-2 gets him swinging. He struck him out.
The center fielder, number 4.
Digging in and looking for more, Jackie Rose. Runner in scoring position with two gone.
Going back to that last AB, that was the express. That was an upper 90s fastball that he turned around. So I think with this guy, you might want to try to incorporate some more off-speed pitches.
1 ball, no strikes to count. 2 out here and a runner at second. Hit sharply on the ground. Right to him. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. Home half of the 8th, straight ahead. The Cubbies are in front, 5-3. Rob Diaz is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 32, Rob Diaz.
Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and stepping up as the shortstop, Nicholas Horner.
Nicholas Horner.
Here comes the first pitch.
0 balls, 1 strike.
Oh, and this at-bat is quickly moving from bad to worse. It's 0-2 now.
Man, that pitch had the look of a fastball. Straight changeup, and the bottom fell out of it.
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. Settling in now, Jason Kipnis, and he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. Now here's the pitch. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. On a swing, and he popped him up off to the left in foul territory. And he'll put this away for the second out.
Number 7, second baseman, J.C. Embry.
And now back to the leadoff spot in the Cubs lineup. Stepping forward, J.C. Embry. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Lifted down the line in left. And this will fall, but it's a foul ball. 2 out, nobody on. One ball and one strike to the Cubs leadoff batter.
1-1.
There's a swing and a ball lifted to left, but back in the seats, out of play. It's 1-2. And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball way outside the strike zone. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs, and it remains 5-3. Neville Goldstein will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the second inning as we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. Here comes the first pitch. And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here. 0-1.
Woo-wee. That was some smoke right there. High fire right on by.
Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Here's the pitch. And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the 9th.
Well, we'll see a lot of these power arms coming out of the bullpen in these days, but it doesn't make it any less impressive to me. I love watching guys come in and blow smoke right by guys.
To the plate now, Howie Kraft. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. The pitch.
That's a good pitch to lay off right there. That cutter inside. And that is a real tough pitch for hitters to lay off of. And a lot of times, if you do swing at that cutter in, you're going to end up with some firewood in a broken bat.
And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2. Bases are empty. 1 man out. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
It's been a rough game for him at the plate. Couldn't get the bat off his shoulder right there, and he struck out twice before that one. So he's going to have a lot to think about when he leaves the ballpark tonight.
At the plate, Kenny Watley. Back up the middle. Oh, look at the dive. He goes to first. What a play. And just like that, this one is over.
Hey, how about that play to end this thing? That's what you call the icing on the cake. Cherry on top of the sundae. Exclamation point. I love it.
5-3 the final score in this afternoon's game. The Chicago Cubs rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Matt Brister wins his 4th game out of the bullpen this year. Thomas Nicholas works 2 full innings in relief to record the save, his 6th. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.